Click the button, and I know it takes a couple seconds. Starting. All right. So I think we're online now. If you guys can hear me, let me know. Some people coming in already. Greetings, my friends. Good to see you. Brian's World. Sid. Alex, Dark Waters, my man. What's up? Lee Austin, Brooklyn Masters, my old friend. All right, sounds good. Zach, Sapphire. Terry, Cadillac. Maritza, Pumpkin. Who's A? Never seen you before. Nicole, is that it? Crankle Bagel. Randy, Wolf's Bane, Peach Pit. Greetings, my friends. Hey, Nick, say something. Let's make sure they can hear you as well.
Hello, guys.
All right, I saw you pop up on the on my mixer over here. If you guys didn't know, I'm using OBS streaming software for the first time, and it's pretty interesting. Tell me, do you guys hear music right now? And
I don't.
I know we're not going to hear it, but
Okay.
the software
like,
is
oh my God.
supposed to be coming in with it. Rock G, Cindy, greetings, my friends. Griffin's Bard, Missed Advance. All right, got some old school listeners up in here right now. Very nice. So I'm gonna be trying some pretty interesting new tricks that I've tried to teach myself over the past few days. Let's see. Okay, you're saying the music is a little too loud. Let's turn that music down. See, the weird thing is that I can't hear the music at all with the way this is working. Trying a few different combinations of stuff. Mending Wall, greetings. Springtrap Trap. Man. All right. What are you guys seeing right now? You're going to be my test guinea pig audience for this software. Okay, so there's probably no music playing right now. That's fine. Let's see what I can do about that. There we go. Medusa Productions, greetings. And hey, if I forget to greet somebody, just keep yelling at me in the chat until I acknowledge you, because I intend to acknowledge every person. It's not going to be that many people, I don't think. So might as well. All right. I also have prepared a special gift for you guys, and there's a few of you in the chat right now that are going to be making a bit of an appearance in tonight's live stream. I'll save that for a little bit later, but I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. So, let's catch up. If you guys have any questions or anything, please feel free to put them into the comments in the chat, and we'll get to those. But Nyx, it's been quite a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's been, what, a month? Maybe a month and a half?
Yeah, it's got to be. With all this stuff with the hurricanes, and you guys know I'm in Florida. Hurricanes and my job actually has something to do with hurricane recovery in some ways. So that all rolled up together is my main reason that I'm blaming on for this one video a month type of setup that I've been doing. So, what have you been up to, Nix?
Oh my goodness. Um, Not a whole lot. I just got back from a trip yesterday to Branson. I went to Silver Dollar City, which I absolutely love that place. It's kind of corny, but I love it.
I remember you
It's like
talking
my
about
family.
Silver
We used
Dollar
to go.
City before.
Yeah, it's a really nice theme park, but it's set in like pioneer days, and I've been going there since I was a little kid. Like I don't remember a time we didn't take family trips during the summer.
Hmm.
And this year, I've only been twice. This was our second time, and I rode every roller coaster I could, and that's probably why I sound a little, I don't know, hoarse or husky or whatever. It's because I was screaming so much yesterday. It pretty much shot my voice. So sorry, guys.
I'm sure they're fine. That slight raspiness, it adds an interesting flavor to your voice. It's cool. I don't mind it
So
at
I've been
all.
told.
Never associated voices with flavoring, but you know, first time for everything, I guess. Yeah, guys, if you want to shout this stream out so everybody knows that it's going down tonight, we have a few things that we're going to be talking about, and kind of been making little notes as I always do over the past few weeks on my phone.
You got
And
a donation.
oh, did I? Medusa
Medusa
Productions.
Productions.
Thanks very much, my friend. That's much appreciated. The first, and you know, I'm not gonna put any pressure on anybody, but I don't not asking for any donations or anything like that, but it's always sincerely appreciated, no matter how much or how little or whatever it is. So thanks very much, Medusa Productions. I appreciate that. And as you know, all proceeds go 50-50 between Nix and I, so I'm not just going to hijack all the donations, just so you know.
Am I still too loud,
Hmm.
guys? Or
Let's see if
do
I can.
I don't
Let's
know.
see if I can do that.
I think we got one person that said I was a bit too loud compared to you, but
Okay.
I could have just been on the mic too much. So
Let's see. All right, try it now.
how do I sound? Is that too loud?
I
Is it
think.
okay?
Hmm. Okay. How about now?
Let's see. I'll read some comments. You are a beautiful soul, Mr. X. It's 2:09 here, so don't know how long we can be on the stream. Oh, not gonna read the last part.
Wow. It's
Sounds better. Perfect now. Thanks. It's fine. Okay, I'll stay off the mic. I'm sorry, people.
no. You're good. We we want your interaction here. You and I carry the stream together. This is not a one man or one woman show, of course. But I'm just kind of getting I'm kind of getting the hang of this software OBS, and I think I got it down a little bit. Everybody's saying it's better. Thanks for the information, guys. Okay. All right. So I think most of the people that are featured in this video that I made is I think most of you guys are actually on the stream right now. So I'm going to go ahead and play a special video for you that I prepared a while back before all this hurricane business. I was going to put it in a normal upload, but I kind of decided at the last minute to share it with you here right now. So without further ado, and we'll be probably talking during this time. It's kind of going to be on a loop, but check this out. Put this together, and each person is credited for their contribution. Nightshade, greetings, my friend. Shadow of Anarchy, Linda, hello there. Let me see if I miss anybody else. So, as you guys can see, these are just a few of the people that were kind enough to purchase one of the shirts back in a couple months ago when I put them on sale on teespring.com. And I just wanted to highlight how awesome these fine men and women are that went out of their way and are rocking this Mr. X Dreams logo design in various parts of the world. And if you didn't know, if you Blue Creek, greetings, my friend. I hope I pronounced that properly. But anyway, thank you, Terry. I'm going to be selling these again sometime in the near future, hopefully, whenever I can get a chance to maybe put a couple other designs together and put a little bit bigger of a campaign. But it was a lot of fun. It's as a kind of a side note. That design, I basically made that about what is it? I'm 32 now. Probably about 15 years ago, at least. Long time ago, I made that design sitting in a room in my parents' house. And the drawing tablet that I used to create that with Photoshop is sitting on my desk right now. I just found it today in a box. So that kind of is what, it's an old Wacom tablet. And that kind of made me want to go the extra step and share this video with you guys today. I was going to kind of just tack it on the front half or the back half of one of my videos coming up in the next couple of weeks. But here it is. Spoiler alert. Hot flash. Why would that be? All right, I think I'm missing some pretty good comments over here. Coffee cups or mugs. I actually do have a mug. Unfortunately, I didn't have the sale of the mugs connected to the shirt sales, so it was kind of lost in the sauce, if you will. And only one person bought it, and that happens to be me. But I am the sole owner of an exclusive Mr. X Dreams coffee mug, which is kind of cool for now. Hopefully it won't be so exclusive in the future. Yeah, there's a lot of beautiful people here, Dark Waters. I absolutely agree. What did Axeman say? Ran into my brothers, Mr. W and Mr. Y, tried to kill you. Well, looks like you passed the test that I set out to put you up against, Axeman. You did exactly as I predicted you would, so well done there. I just hope you didn't injure W and Y too much. They can only take but so much kindness. It's not how they're built. Maritza, why are you having a hot flash? I'm really legitimately curious. Hey, Lance, greetings, my friend. Yeah, Sid, I had to do that with the whole eye thing. I wanted you guys to look as cool in the video as I think you guys are. Cyborg Satyr, greetings, friend. It's been a while. You know, Axeman, that Brotherhood of the Alphabet, I actually had a really cool idea regarding something surrounding that. Maybe we'll talk about it offline a little bit later. Remind me to get back to you with that. Mike Fox. Bloodborne.
Your moderators have just discovered their power.
Yep. I actually, you know what? The other day, I was spectating on a Dark Waters stream, and I made a comment, and I saw that little wrench, and I was like, "What in the world is that?" I had no idea. And
Really?
yeah, so right before this stream, I actually spoke to him on I spoke to him on the phone a couple days ago, and I was like, "Hey, am I a mod on your streams?" He was like, "Yeah, man, I did that months ago." I was like, "Holy crap, I had no idea what that really, that you could just do that." And
Yeah.
he enlightened me on that a little bit. So right before I came on this stream, it was like Oprah Winfrey. I was just like, "All right, you're a modder, you're a modder, you're a modder," and all the people that I felt deserved the power of the modders, I granted that without their consent. So I apologize if anybody feels like they've been forced into that position. But just know that if you have that, it's because I believe in your judgment and your ability to moderate my streams if needed. So yes, Markbot, you are a mod. Ice Wolfman 89. That's one of the coolest names I've ever seen anywhere. Greetings. Thanks for being here.
Springtrap, just type it again. Sorry that we missed it.
Ice Wolfman heard about me through Unit. It's an old friend of mine. I've been working with him for quite a while. Sleepy time. I don't think I've greeted you, my friend. Hello. All right, let's see here. I'm going to start getting into a couple of the things that I've been, just little things that have kind of crossed my mind throughout the past couple of weeks since last we spoke. And oh yeah, I just remembered. I wanted to play either.io. Have you ever heard of that, Nix?
No, what is it?
We're gonna play it pretty soon. Don't worry, it's pretty self-explanatory, but we'll talk and
Are
chat for
you
a little bit.
sure?
Oh yeah,
I'm horrible with games. I really am.
it is not what you think. It is one
Okay.
of the best conversation starting games that I've ever seen. It's really cool.
Okay, awesome.
I think I saw. I think the first time I saw it was PewDiePie playing it, and I was like, you know what? This is perfect prime time stream material.
Oh my god. This is gonna get rough, isn't it?
We'll see. It gets as rough as we want it to get. We'll have a safe word. Don't worry.
I choose Oklahoma.
Okay.
Jackass all the way.
Okay. Springtrap. I saw you pouting in the chat there
I know,
about
but I
us
didn't
missing
see if
your.
he retyped what it was that he
I think.
said. Or they said. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
I think Springtrap. Well, you know what? I won't make assumptions.
2:20 a.m. in England, and we're true fans.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
is
order some merch.
2:15. Didn't know you had merch. Hey, Springtrap. I think well, if I'm not mistaken, your mom is in this chat as well, right? You should probably ask her for money next time. Not everyone has the luxury of having their parent be a fan of the same person as they are. You got to think about that. That's very rare. So if anybody's parent would help them out and get a Mr. X Dreams T-shirt, it's probably yours. Because if I'm not mistaken, Springtrap Trap is the child, the offspring of Pumpkin Joanne, if memory
Oh, really?
serves. Yeah, if my memory serves me correctly, which sometimes it doesn't, then
Yep,
that is the
she is.
case. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, I'm kind of proud of myself. Thanks, Terry. I
That's a
appreciate
lot
that.
to remember, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember really bizarre things sometimes. Yep. No, absolutely. Dark Waters. Not everyone is fortunate enough to have a parent at all, let alone a parent who listens to the same YouTubers as they do. That's a rare gift in this universe.
Is it?
Yeah. How many people? I mean,
It's like I don't. I guess I never really thought about it because me and my kid, it's like he recommends channels to me all the time. I recommend channels to him all the time. We have a
mhm.
big crossover actually.
Well,
So
I
I never
guess
really.
I guess in this generation, it's a little bit more likely. But historically, I mean, it's people kind of have
Yeah, yeah.
different things. I mean, my parents don't listen to me at all, so I'm like the most polar opposite example of Springtrap and Pumpkin Joanne.
Oh wow.
All right, let's
Here's a
see here.
question if you want it.
Question. Let's do it.
What's your favorite theme or topic for a story?
The ones that really get me are, well, the more plausible and the more on the surface believable, the better for me. Like the as far as how interested I am in it. If
Mm-hmm.
it's something that I could wrap my head around without having to go too far, because believe me, my mind is wide open. But for everybody, there's a certain like threshold of initial disbelief that you have to kind of reach over or reach under to get, or reach around to get to the point where you can just accept the story. You know,
Yeah.
suspension of disbelief, if you will. And the less of that I have to do, the more fascinating I find the story, especially when there's a ton of details and a ton of things and it doesn't have that vibe about it that makes it seem that it's being made up or it's coming from, somebody's just making it up out of whole cloth.
Yeah.
How about you?
Oh, I'm I hate to admit it, but I'm kind of on the Mulder side of it. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to believe almost anybody, and I will sit there and I will try to figure out how it could be true until finally logic just butts in and is like, no, this person's full of crap.
Yeah.
Or this event was full of crap.
Yeah, that actually happens to me a lot with these, the stories that people send me. And I got a question about that saying, "Hey, do you ever just think somebody is full of it? Or do you
Yeah.
ever just not believe someone?" And that, believe it or not, that has happened to me. Maybe now that I think about it, maybe I'll do a video. It'll probably be kind of rude to the person because I don't know. But there's been a couple of stories that I've gotten in my inbox where I just could not bring myself to accept it. I couldn't, and I had to tell the person, I was like, "Hey, man, stop fooling around. This. Okay, I get it. You want to tell me a story, but this this is
Doesn't
nonsense."
actually
you know?
fit into the criteria of what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this one person whom shall not be named, and I might have mentioned this before, but this guy sent me it sounded almost like a young adult, but more explicit uh, romance, sexual fantasy type story
Oh.
between him and some very popular video game characters that he believes are actual entities that have visited him. And I was like, "Come on,
Oh.
bro. This is this is not happening. We're not doing this."
Well,
You
I mean,
know.
that could actually be like legit psychosis there. So, I mean,
Yeah, he was very insistent that he was completely telling the truth, but and even if he was, I'm not gonna tell that story. you know. I'm sorry.
let's see.
Oh,
Somebody asked if they could ask a personal question. I pretty much stick with you can ask whatever you want. Whether or not it's going to be answered is another thing.
yeah.
So,
Just ask away, and if there's something we don't want to talk about, we will address that problem as it comes up. But Well, you'd have to go really, really far to, you know, turn me off, as it were. Pumpkin Joanne, of course I remember you. She's surprised that I remember her motherhood of Springtrap Trap. Mullen M. Alex, yeah, my power is okay. I lost it for about 24 hours and then it was back up. It's pretty crazy. Normally, like
Mm.
last year with Hurricane Matthew, it was off for about 4 days. My grandma just got her power back like day before yesterday. She was out of power for almost 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she lives on the other side of the state, on the west side, and it got hammered up there. Sean Marie. Oh wait, did I say hi to Nerdy Chick 5150? Greetings, my friend. We uh we have an interview to conduct, don't we? Sean Marie. Hmm, that's a
Horror
good
Knight wants to know
idea.
if you believe in a higher power. So
Was that the personal question?
I don't think so. I think that was by somebody else.
Hmm. Okay. Let's see here. Do I believe in a higher power? I can say that I certainly believe in the possibility of a higher power. I don't particularly hold to a specifically named higher power. I don't believe that higher powers can be encapsulated in books, if you get my drift. So,
Spiritual but not religious.
basically, the old millennial trope,
Mm.
you know. Um,
I'm right there with
Brooklyn,
you, so I mean,
yeah. You have anything to add?
not really.
Yeah.
A higher power, that's a very personal thing, to each individual.
Mm-hmm.
So I think pretty much as long as, you're doing good with your beliefs and you're not hurting other people,
Yeah.
run with it.
Yeah. Trying to be the best person you can be. I think no higher power could ask any more than that. I don't think. And if they do, you know, whatever.
Mm.
Brooklyn
Brooklyn Masters.
Masters. Oh,
Yeah, I saw that too. Do you believe in
Jinx.
demon possession?
I I don't know. That's a really strange subject to me because almost every case of demon possession that I've researched myself, and I know there's certain people that will vouch for it to the ends of the earth, but I've never seen anything that really convinced me of that. I mean, I believe that a person can possess themselves to be extremely powerful or to be extremely insane. That's definitely possible, but as
Mm.
far as an exterior entity that can somehow take possession of a human mind, I don't know. I think the human mind is a very formidable safe to crack if you understand my vernacular. Um,
Let's see.
let
Hank
me see here.
has one. What is your educational background? And I think that was for both of us.
Hmm. Educational background. Well, you go first.
Oh, jeez. My to explain that is just a whole can of worms of just a whole bunch of crap. I have led a very unconventional life. So I actually dropped out before my 8th grade year, but
Hmm.
I went and got my GED way later when I was finally, you know, I guess motivated to do it. I actually just had no interest in school. I love books. I love learning. I go more of the self-taught route than
Right.
anything. But just to sit down in brick and mortar school, how kids are normally taught, I couldn't do it. Um, I couldn't grasp the concepts, even though I understood the material. I guess I don't know. It was just a way of teaching, and it just wasn't my thing. So yeah, I did that. Um, I went and did a trade for a little bit, and then I decided I didn't like it. So Um, I didn't follow through with that career choice. And I find that I'm most happy money wise, like financially,
Mm-hmm.
doing temp things where I can do a lot of different things daily, weekly, whatever, monthly. I've worked temp on a job for as long as 2 years, and then I've done day temping. It's just
Hmm.
whatever I'm interested at the moment. And then I find that I like to do side projects like arts and crafts and stuff like that. And that kind of leads into something that I'm trying to get started for this coming year. I'm
Hmm.
going to open up an Etsy store,
Oh wow.
and that's forthcoming. So it's like I'm not hurting for money, and I actually have a pretty comfortable lifestyle for me,
Mm-hmm.
but I definitely did not follow A to B to C like what normal people do.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I can definitely concur on that. I mean, I wonder how many YouTubers have gone through a, logarithmic or wait a minute, algorithmic way of going through life, where they do everything in the exact order that the stereotypical person in their country is supposed to do it, and then they somehow stumble upon, YouTube. I don't know why I was going to say eBay, but
I think that's actually very common with YouTubers because this is more of an, creative and entrepreneurial type, vocation.
right.
And I think the norm isn't really what YouTube is about. And the people who are, gravitating towards YouTube and other platforms like this, I think, it's just their creative thinking. It's just them. It's how they're wired. So,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah. So before I get into that question, I saw a few other comments real quick that I wanted to address. Sleepy time. You said you loved the Dreamer story. Thanks very much. I appreciate that. It always tickles me when somebody watches that story and likes it because it's my baby. Cyborg Satyr. I made a video about your story, so no, I didn't think that you were lying to me. If I think somebody's straight up lying to me or just pulling my leg, I'm not going to make a video out of their story. Kind of would be a waste of my time. Shadow of Anarchy. What video you're referring to? I'm not sure. And let's see here. Gayla. Greetings, my dear. She's been around for quite a while. Personal question. Do I have children? Or if not, do I want children? That is one of those questions that I don't do these days. Not right now. This, the situation, the personal family situation and stuff, that's something that I don't really talk about. So we're going to move on from that. But you probably can maybe tell what the answer is or not. I don't know. I'll leave that up to your imaginations for now. Hmm. Wow, Dark Waters did mention an interesting point. Your parents, what did they say when you dropped out at eighth grade? Were they around? Well, if I know that's
Um,
pretty freaking personal.
it is personal, but I honestly don't have a problem talking about it. My family was very, very small, and they, even though I have two younger sisters, my mom and my father, I believe, weren't ready for me when they had me.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I did live with my parents, I spent, excuse me, most of my time with my grandmother. And I was kind of in the situation where my parents didn't want me, but my grandmother nurtured me.
Oh,
So as I got older and definitely into my teenage years, I was more used to taking care of myself. I was a very grown up, a very grown up child. So when all of that stuff started happening, they pretty much didn't say too much about it. because there really wasn't any kind of, oh, I hate to say care, because I really don't like to speak for them and how they did or didn't raise me, because, what's happened has happened. I'm 37 years old. I'm pretty much over it.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I don't think
my,
anybody would blame you for holding on to that a little bit, but
well,
good on you for being, you know, being over it.
I found out that anger and all of that stuff, especially when it comes to things that I can't change, is just a lot of energy that I don't need to put into that topic.
Hmm.
It's just, I didn't have anything to do with it. It wasn't my fault. I did have my grandmother and my great grandmother that loved me and took care of me. And when I was with them, I knew I was loved and I was taken care of. So I have that flip side. I have the
Right.
good and I have the bad. So they didn't really have too much to say about it. And I was pretty much on my own at that point anyway. And if you knew how old my son was, you could see that I was pretty much on my own at that point. So
Oh, okay. Well, we'll leave that there. Mending Wall asked, when is that meditation video coming out? And as you know, I already feel bad about always talking about that and having talking about it for months, probably close to a year by now. And the script has been sitting on my computer, but it's kind of an undertaking, and that is going to be one of the next at least 3 videos from now. That's going to be among that. That's going to be within the next 3 videos that I release. That's a promise. Can't tell how long it's going to actually take to get all 3 videos out or get the next 3 videos out. It's probably going to be, once every 2 or 3 weeks like usual. But that's definitely one of the next few videos. And it's kind of evolved in a way, in a lot of ways, to more of a guided mental journey. I think I might have said this before too, but there's going to be some participation involved. And there's going to be something that you will experience during that listening to that video, if you do it fully, if you fully commit to it the way I explain and instruct you to do. There's going to be something, and I'm going to ask you to draw that to me and draw that for me and send it to me in email. And then during a live stream, I'll draw my own reimagined version of what you drew for, you know, a couple of people. And I think that'll be a lot of fun. That'll give us something to kind of interact with, and just something to look forward to. I'm looking forward to it. So, anyway, before we go on, I didn't answer that question. So I'm going to give you guys a little synopsis for myself as well. Um, I went to elementary school. I remember going to kindergarten all the way up to 5th grade. And at 5th grade, toward the end of 5th grade, my mom asked my brother and I, he was in the 3rd grade, he's 2 years younger than me. She said, "Are you guys learning enough in school? Do you feel like you're learning a lot?" And we both said no. And she decided to homeschool us. So we homeschooled for several years until I think I went to public school again around in 11th grade. And by then I was already in college. I started going to college when I was 15. I know Nix has heard this before, but a lot of you guys might not have. And so I started college when I was 15. It took me several years. I was just kind of chipping away at different things. Right now, long story short, I have like 3 or 4 associate's degrees. I think 3, and 1 bachelor's. And professionally, as some of you know, during some time in that time period, I joined the military, got out, went back to Afghanistan as a contractor for a couple of years. Then I got out of that and got into this job that I'm doing now, which I'm sure you guys are all annoyed at the fact that nobody really knows exactly what it is. I will tell you that it's in the realm of law enforcement. So if you guys already knew that, or if you guessed it, then you can pat yourselves on the back because now you know something from the horse's mouth itself. And that brings us to today, where we're just hanging out. So I'm sure I missed a couple of questions. And if there's
Actually,
anything else you guys want to ask, then feel free to, because we got plenty of time. It's still early. Well, it's early for me. I know over there in Denmark and the UK and all that, those faraway lands that some of you guys are listening from, which still blows my mind. I know it's really late or really early, depending on how you look at it. Were you saying something, Nix? I'm sorry.
I found a question and I lost it, and I can't remember who it was from. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Let's see. I hate this stupid scroll bar.
Yeah, that thing does kind of act really wonky every so often. Lee Underhill, Hank Zhang, greetings. Let's see here. Terrico, hello there. Oh, May.
Okay, I
Donica
can't remember who
691.
asked it, but
Okay.
they wanted to know about your PC gaming preferences.
Oh, man. I got a little bit of a story for you guys with that.
Oh God,
Um,
what'd you do now?
I did something amazing. That's what I did.
Did you?
Yeah, like so I had a Surface Book a while back, and it was really good for all the art and things like that. It's a little heavy. It's a little bit overkill. It's overpriced, but I got a really good deal on one from eBay. But I started having these microphone problems, which if you guys were here for the last live stream, I think it was the last one. It was horrendous. The sound was really bad, and it was making me sound like a basically like a demon. It was lowering the pitch of my voice for a while,
Wow.
and then I had to kind of fix it and figure it out. But then so I had warranty service on that. I had I sent that in. They sent me a brand new one, which I immediately went and put on eBay, sold that, and I got an Alienware computer, which offers me a gaming experience unlike anything I've ever had. It's an extremely powerful machine, and it's way cheaper. I got it for way cheaper than I got the previous computer that I had. Although now I can't really draw straight on the screen. I do have an old tablet I can do that with for my artwork for my videos, but I can actually play legitimate AAA title games. Not that I have all the time in the world to do that, because if I do that, I'm not doing YouTube. But I'm thinking about getting into a new type of content on YouTube where I would, talk about things, just, life things, like kind of what we do on the streams. But while I'm, playing a game like Minecraft or Battlefield or something like that, I'm kicking the idea around. And the cool thing is that now I have the ability to do that. I might even start playing Dark Souls, which I've never played. And I think that might be cool in the future. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. Or if you can think of any games that you think you would enjoy playing with me, or I mean, not playing with me, but enjoy watching while listening to me speak at the same time. I can't promise a lot of comedy or anything, but I'll at least have something interesting to talk about while I'm playing, or else I won't be doing it. So let's see. Back to the comments. Gruesome question from Cyborg Satyr. If I had to choose a way to die and I had 1 hour to do it, how would I choose to die? maybe carbon monoxide poisoning. That's the first thing that pops into my head.
You kind of cut out. What was it? Like a car crash or something?
Oh no. Oh, hell
Oh.
no.
What?
Carbon monoxide poisoning.
Oh.
It's a silent killer, you know. You could be sleeping and then you're gone. You're out there and wherever you go.
Well, don't you kind of get sick from that? I mean, before you pass out, isn't it still kind of
Well, most people that die from carbon monoxide poisoning don't even know that they died, which is
yeah.
kind of creepy when you think about it because if there was ever a situation where you would become a ghost, it would be one in which you didn't know that you died. And you just think you're waking up like normal and you're walking around, and little do you know you're no longer alive.
That's kind of freaky.
Yes, that went into a direction that I was not anticipating, but I'm kind of glad that it did because it's interesting.
Yeah, cyborg Seder. Not necessarily suffocating, but I've got this whole thing of just about asphyxiation in general. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
like claustrophobic or anything else like that, but the moment that I feel like my airway or whatever is going to be constricted, it just freaks me out. That's it. I can't
Hmm.
handle that at all.
Well, here's the beauty of, well, not the beauty of carbon monoxide poisoning, but the interesting thing is that the asphyxiation is not, it's not a rapid, you know, asphyxiation where you're choking. It's just little by little the oxygen in your lungs gets filtered out and you don't even notice it. That's why they say and in Florida, when you know I wasn't in an evacuation zone, but the areas that did not have a mandatory evacuation, most of us lost power. So they were saying on the news and everywhere that they could possibly get this message out, they were saying, make sure you don't leave your generator inside or anywhere close to your house because carbon monoxide exhaust coming from the generator as it's running, it can come into your home and you won't even know until, especially if you're sleeping, you'll have no idea and you'll just die. It's completely undetectable. You're not going to start writhing around on the ground holding your throat. You know what I mean? You just slowly, your brain just gets starved of oxygen and until it can no longer function. So, I mean, as far as a peaceful way to go, as far as I know, I might be wrong. I'm not a doctor or a scientist. And, but as far as I know, it's basically a silent killer. And I kind of want to stop talking about this because
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
think
depressing.
I don't know, something about the cat in the background is making me think
Oh
that
my god.
maybe he knows that now I'm going to die from carbon monoxide poisoning or something.
No, he
Cats.
just wants in the room.
Okay. All right, good.
Yeah, he's not a harbinger of anything. Don't worry about it.
All right. You sure?
The
Did
shadow.
you check his
Yeah.
collar? All right. Okay.
He's our special kitty. Don't worry about him.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wants you to think until he eats your face. Sorry.
That poor little
Forget that.
baby. No,
He won't.
seriously.
I don't think he's going to eat your
When I
face.
was doing some remodeling in this house, I was tearing out some of the drywall. When I would stop for the night or whatever, I would come back and I would see that there would be drywall all over the floor where I'd cleaned up the night before or whatever. And I finally realized that that cat was tearing into the wall and eating the drywall.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, he's our special kitty for a reason.
Huh.
He used to run through the house and literally run into the walls to stop himself, like head first. Like he would have little knots on his head.
Wow.
So we
Well,
love our baby.
okay. That is quite a special cat.
Let me know if he gets too annoying, and I'll boot him out in the garage.
No, 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 you're good. He's fine.
Oh,
Let's see. I'm trying to.
Shadow decided to leave.
Okay. Well, I hope
It's,
they have a great night. I'm trying to see what everybody's talking about their
who
ability to
don't like
draw.
cats?
Why is
No.
everybody talking about? Well, a few minutes ago, people were talking about drawing. I just want to somebody please refresh my memory on that if you're aware, or give me an update as to what that is all about.
Pumpkin wants to know if you're married. I'm pretty sure that falls into the category of not gonna answer.
Yeah, you would like to know that, wouldn't you, Mum? Yeah, that's not one of the questions that are on the table. Not it's not that it's offensive to me or anything. It's just
Privacy.
yeah. Plus,
You've got 3 cats and a bunny? Oh, I had a bunny when I
uh,
was a kid. I love bunnies.
what do you do with bunnies? Like why?
You
Why
pet
do you have
them
a
and
bunny?
cuddle them.
Okay.
No, they're just well, I mean, come on, rabbits are basically livestock, and I love rabbits as pets, I really do, but it's not like well, I can't say they don't cuddle because mine cuddled. He'd run up to me and he'd like start like nibbling at my not hard or anything, but he'd nibble at my ankles until I'd pick him up. He
Hmm.
was so cute. But yeah, you just the bunny's a bunny. It's like a hamster. What do you do with a hamster? You just carry it around. You love it. Take care of it.
Oh, well, good for you.
5 dogs, 2 cats. Oh my
That's
gosh.
that's ridiculous. That's too many. Well, I mean, do you, but that's really intense. I bet you can't go anywhere. I mean, you're it's basically like a
Oh,
giant like a prison. Turns your house into a prison
when
of
you
your
have
own accord.
too many animals, it does. It
Yeah.
really does because you have to, take their care into consideration, and that means extended trips are out of the question, things like that, unless you're going to board. And if you're
Mm-hmm.
boarding your animal all the time, what's the point? You know.
Yeah.
But I also have strong and strange opinions about people who have dog houses. If you're going to have a pet, which really I don't consider that type of animal a pet, that's more of a companion, should not be out in the backyard.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So,
Yeah. I mean, otherwise, what's the point?
exactly.
Yeah. That's I. Whenever I do get a dog, I'm going to, and I trust me, one day I will have a dog, and I do love dogs. I just don't have the ability to care for one the way I want right now. I mean, I want my dog to be my buddy. I don't want anything else to really have to deal with other than having fun with my dog and running with my dog and, fighting him and sparring with him and stuff like that. That's what I used to do when I was younger with my grandmother's dog, who passed away many years ago, but he was a Rottweiler Labrador mix. And I would actually like have four-legged races with him and spar with him in the backyard and all kinds of stuff. It was so much fun. We used to actually legitimately fight, like dog fight each other. I had a really fascinating bond with him. He taught me quite a bit about my inner wolf, and yeah, I cried very hard when he passed away
Oh, I
for a
hate
long
that.
time. Like probably more than any human that has died in my life, which is weird when I think about it. I might get
Not
a German
really.
Shepherd one day. I might. Yeah.
German shepherds are beautiful.
Herut May,
I'm part.
greetings, my friend, and Donica691, Ambar Chavez, greetings. All right. Okay. So I don't think I even have gotten into these little thoughts that I had, but let me see. Let's just keep talking for a second while I go along this list of things.
Let's see.
Did I
I
ever
don't know. I'm
tell?
really partial.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead.
Well, Springtrap, get a German Shepherd. They're really beautiful animals. I love German Shepherds, but I'm very partial to Labradors.
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
just, I don't know.
Labradors are really good, but you know what? The more maybe it's just the older I get, or the more I see pit bulls. Pit bulls are really great dogs, and I don't know. Somehow, for some reason, lately, I really have started to kind of fall in love with the idea of having a pit bull.
Really?
Yeah, not sure why. I mean, I haven't even seen. I mean, I don't know that many personally, but every time I see one, I'm like, man, that looks like a really good dog. I mean, that only thing is that with that dog, I don't know that I'd be able to spar with it as much, because I don't know if they'll just flip out and just rip my throat out.
No,
But
no, no, no,
I
no.
really don't know. I'd have to really get. Really have to get. Pit bulls aren't mean. Wolfsbane, they're
No,
not.
no, they're not. They are
Unless
the most
you
loving and
unless you torture
protective.
them. Yeah, unless you torture them for years and make them that way. But pit
Yeah, and
bulls.
not. Yeah, people
Mhm.
when they refer to protective and pit bulls, don't think of this growling dog as soon as anybody like comes near you or whatever. That's not
Mhm.
really what protective when you think of these dogs is. Like I've seen pit bulls stand sentinel over children
Yeah.
to make sure that they're just safe. They're it's like a nanny. Seriously, the dog will mother a child.
Oh yeah.
So it's not an aggressive type protection. It's just a very attentive type protection.
Yeah.
So
Sydney sends me pit bull videos all the time. She's in the chat right now. And I think she mentioned that. I love them. Did I ever tell you guys the story about when I was at the beach and I kind of ended up swimming in someone's toilet?
what?
Did I say that?
I've
Did I
never
tell that
heard
story
it.
before?
No, no, go on.
Okay, it's not a long story, and it is kind of scary, especially if you're a germaphobe. But one day, it was probably when I was around 16 or 17 years old. I was at the beach with my parents and my younger siblings, and I've never been a swimmer of any sort. If I had to swim to save my life, I'd probably make it about 20, 10, 20 yards, and then I'd probably just sink and die. I'd be out of
Oh
energy,
no.
and I'd be done. I do not float by any means, no matter what I try to do. No technique
Seriously?
has ever helped me. I think that maybe my heart is made of granite or something, so it just sinks me. But for some reason, I'm just not that good. So I only go out but so far. But luckily, I'm a tall boy, so I can kind of go out kind of far into the water. So one day I was out, me and my brother were kind of just walking out into the beach, and I get this idea. I wanted to have goggles to see under the water, but I didn't. So I was like, you know what? I still want to do this. I still want to see what it looks like underneath the surface of the water. So, and this is the one time I've ever done that in my life. I go down, looking around. I'm like, okay, it's kind of cloudy. It's a little yellowish. I don't really see much. See some sparkles and everything like that. The sand floating through the water. Wasn't sure if it was a great idea. So I raise up again, back above the surface, looking around. Everything looks cool. I decided to go back down for one more try, just to, you know, see if I could see anything interesting. I do that, and I'm seeing this. The water's supposed to be blue, but it's kind of this greenish and yellowish color for some reason. Can't quite wrap my head around it. And I raise my head up one more time, and floating about 16 inches in front of my face is a, a human turd that is diffusing slowly into the water around it and me. It was yellowish brown in color, and had this look as if it was disintegrating. It had been in the water for a while, floating,
Oh my god.
and it was no longer solid. Like, it looked as if you touched it, it would just vaporize into just dust and into the water completely. That's how it looked. So it looked very, very soft,
Oh
supple,
my god.
and that was the last time I ever opened my eyes underneath the water at the beach.
No, I don't blame you. That's nasty. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, it was nasty, and
Ooh.
to this day I remember the look. I remember I could actually probably draw the vista that
Oh, please
that was
don't.
soaking into my, and I realized that that material from that turd was permeating everything around me. It was in probably soaked through the first two layers of my skin at least. It was everywhere on me. It was in me. My mouth had been open. My eyes were open. It was in my ears. I and
Amber asked if you got pink eye or not.
I did not. Maybe it was because of the salt in the water, but somehow I survived without getting any diseases that I know of. But yeah, that was nasty. Is
I am so glad I have never ever had any experience like that at all. Oh
yeah.
my god.
I'm glad for you. If I had to choose, for that to happen to either me or you, I would choose me, not you. You don't deserve that. You're too much of a sweetheart for that to happen. I
Oh,
couldn't I
thank you.
couldn't let that happen.
You can definitely, yeah, you can take that bullet. That's fine. That's just nasty.
Yep. Yeah. I stand by it. I stand by my word. One of the best fecal centric stories you've ever heard. Well, thank you, Terrico. Is it Terrico or
Yeah, that was very
Tarico?
descriptive.
I really tried to give you guys to paint the picture for you guys. I did not have that. I didn't have that written or anything. It's just I'm training myself to be able to tell stories again like I used to. I used to be really
You
good
know,
at,
the fact that you could,
off the
yeah,
top.
the fact that you could remember it like that, I mean, that just shows how traumatizing that was.
Oh yeah, that it's burned into my retinas. I'm surprised
I'm
I
so
don't still
sorry. I mean,
see
I
it
know it's not
sometimes.
horribly funny. Oh,
I could imagine it being funny if it didn't happen to me, but it did. You know. Let me see here. Somebody asked me a couple of
Tarico?
questions. Tarico. All right. I'll
Like,
remember that. Yes, yes, Amber Chavez. It was supple, very supple. I mean, imagine if you took the fluffiest loaf of bread or hot dog bun, regular old store bought hot dog bun, and you left it in salt water for about a day. You know how when if a hot dog bun gets soggy, it turns into like it's almost insubstantial. It's not even it's like it's not being held together by anything more than the sheer will of the individual molecules themselves. And any little thing could completely decimate the entire structure of that bun. That's what the turd was like. It was just nearly immaterial substance a mass that was barely anything, but it was turd. It was yeah. Now you
I think you
guys, now
might
you
have
know.
some lingering issues.
Yeah, I probably should go see a therapist about that, but you know, I think I'll survive. All right, let's see here. Yeah, Alex, I don't know what my face was doing because my mind was racing so fast. Nubcake, yeah, you did. I hope you heard the whole story because I'm not going to be able to tell it again in the same way. All right, let's see. Haley B, are you the Haley that's on the screen right now that or that will be in a second that sent me the picture with the T-shirt? I just want to know because I don't see a lot of people in there named Haley.
Yes,
Mm,
awesome.
cool. Well, thanks very much for sending me that picture and for purchasing one of the T-shirts when it the first sale came on. I appreciate that, Haley. And thanks for joining us on the stream too. I don't know how long you've been here. Uh, turd.
I don't know if this is actually appropriate at this moment with, the conversation topic, but Shadow of Anarchy is actually kind of going through some stuff. And
Hmm.
I think,
Where?
Shadow and his family just need some really good vibes sent to them at this moment.
Oh, let's see. Oh my goodness. Someone's heart's giving out. Is it
Grandmother.
grandma?
Hmm.
Yeah.
If I read that right, yeah.
Sorry to hear that, my friend. And obviously, if I'd seen that, I would not have been joking around while you're talking about that. So my apologies, my friend. I didn't know you were saying such things. I hope whatever happens with your grandmother, that you guys all make it through together as a family as well as you possibly can. You know, I know things happen in life, and it's not always easy to deal with and to accept. I remember when my grandmother was on her way out of this life, and also when my grandfather was on his way out. I was able to see him one last time. Yeah, it wasn't fun. It was cancer for him in his case, and my grandmother was Alzheimer's. It's not an easy thing losing a grandparent, especially if you're really close to them, which I
No,
was.
it
And
isn't.
yeah, I feel your pain, my friend, and I hope, I wish you the best, and just keep your eyes on the future, because I'm sure that's what they want for you. I don't think, as everybody's going to be sad for a while, and life is going to be different if you're, depending on what happens to your grandmother. I hope she pulls through, but if she's in pain and if she's, you know, ready, it's something that we all have to kind of come to terms with at some point or another. And I'm obviously not trying to tell you what's going to happen either way, because I don't know. I don't know the situation, but whatever it is, I hope that you guys make it through in the best way possible. Sorry to hear that you're going through that.
It's always rough when, it's family, but
Hmm.
just focus on the time that you have right now. You
Absolutely.
can't circumvent what's going to happen, as rough as that is to hear, but and just focus on what you have in front of you, because you'll regret it if you don't.
Yeah.
I hate that. It's like my grandma passed, what, coming up 7 years now.
Mm.
but she was ready. I wasn't. I mean, I think that's typically how it does go when
Yeah.
someone knows that their time is coming or whatever. They make their peace.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, some people don't. I think I'm going to be one of those that is just going to be fighting to the end. Like, no, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
But that's just because I'm stubborn.
I don't know. It really depends on what technology is available by that time. I don't think I'm going to want to be hooked up to a bunch of different machines and stuff. I can imagine, people just wanting, sometimes people just want to go home and
Yeah,
just be
that's
home.
true.
And my mom is a hospice nurse right now,
Ooh,
and
that's rough.
a lot of people go on their way with her by their side, and it must be an interesting life, to see so many people fade away, and it's a part of the human experience. It is that's how it happens with everybody to some extent. But I always kind of have this feeling that maybe in the future it's not going to be that way. It's going to be different. I'm not counting on it, of course, because I'd hate to be, you know, hoping for that my whole life and then being disappointed when it doesn't happen. When it turns out that everybody goes the same way they've been going for who knows how many years.
Yeah.
You know, let's see here. Hmm. Well, you know what?
Hmm.
I think we could all go for a little bit of uplifting
Yes.
happiness right now. So now for our game.
Oh God.
It's a website called Either. I say either. Some people say either. It's my stream, so I say either. That's what it is. Either.io. So here's how it works. And if you can't tell, there's two questions, and you pick one
Dude,
or
I'm
the
totally a
other.
pirate.
You're a pirate, not a ninja.
I'm a pirate. I'm a
Okay.
pirate.
I don't think our friendship can go on any further than this.
No,
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 I'm
no,
just
no.
I'm just joking. So, hey, nerdy
Oh,
chick.
nerdy chick.
Thanks very much, my friend. I'm actually going to be talking to her pretty soon about a situation that it's definitely going to be a video, so I'm not going to spoil anything, but it is a lot very much so on the sadder side of things because yeah, it deals with the same subject that we were just talking about a minute ago.
Mm.
But oh man, now Alex, you said your friend killed himself. Goodness gracious. What a world it is we live in. I'm sorry to hear that, Alex. I was under a different impression. Okay, let's play a game.
And everybody in the comments, they need to like voice their opinion also.
Yeah. I want
Their
you guys to
choice.
I want you guys to put your answers in there. Let's take a break from the sad stuff and get into something that everybody can kind of participate in and maybe put a smile on some faces in this chat. I'd really like to see some smiley face emojis when people's mood starts turning around because this is some dark stuff. We live in a dark world, and I get that. But right now, I want to lift some spirits. So let's see if we can do that.
Good night, Springtrap.
Oh, good night, my friend, and also tell your mom good night as well because I think I saw back there she did say she was leaving for the night. All right, so pretty much everybody is on my side of this.
Which I have something to say about this. I know you all are here for Mr. X, but don't leave me hanging here. I mean, come on.
Do not be afraid to side against me in favor of Nyx.
There you go, Chaos Theory. Awesome.
Okay, Chaos Theory, you are banished. I'm just trying.
No, would you stop that? See, Haley also. Haha.
All right. Okay, well, Haley got one of my shirts, so she gets a pass. All right, so we're going to go to the next question. Oh, okay. Would you rather have a cute boyfriend who dated other girls or have an ugly boyfriend who was loyal? I don't want any kind of boyfriend myself.
No,
But
you gotta pick.
we'll say
We're gonna go with the ugly boyfriend.
who's loyal.
Loyalty is everything.
Okay. Well, it's kind of self-explanatory, I guess. I mean, if you say dated other girls, though, what does that mean? I mean, it means he dated other girls
Dated in
before
the
you,
past?
or is he actively going to be
Currently.
dating other girls? Because that's kind of jacked up.
We're gonna go with he's skipping out on you. That's how we're reading that.
Okay. All right. He's out on the town. He's doing his thing, sowing some wild oats. Yeah. Nobody. All right.
Yeah, loyalty counts.
What are you guys saying? All right. Got loyalty, ugly,
Yep.
ugly, loyalty. Yeah. Okay. Well, Wolfsbane says that you're saying you have an ugly hubby who's loyal. Well, like,
Nerdy chick.
if you're happy, I'm happy. How about that?
I don't know. It doesn't. I think we're reading too much into the question. If you have an
Yeah.
agreement with your significant other, then you know you do you. You guys are happy. But
Mm-hmm. Hey, fair enough. All right. So, Aaron Dunford, I just saw you, and Angelica, greetings, my friends. All right. Next question. Loyalty wins out on that one. All right. This is interesting. Would you rather be able to fly up to 5 meters off the ground or have a magic carpet that can fly 50 meters? This is a good one. What do you guys think?
I want the magic carpet.
I'm gonna before I answer, I'm gonna see what everybody else thinks. Okay, whoever's leaving, good night. And looks like Sid is happy.
I just want a magic
Thank
carpet.
you.
Well,
Magic carpet, magic carpet. Okay, I got a couple magic carpet votes. You want magic carpet? 5 meters.
Okay, does anybody actually know the difference right off the top of their heads about 5 meters and 50 meters?
Yeah, that's pretty damn. I mean, that's what is that? Almost it's about 150 yards. That's 1.5 football fields. That's a lot, but 5
I still
meters.
want a magic carpet though. It's like I loved Aladdin, and from the time that I saw that, well, I read. Never mind what I read. But anyway, as soon as I saw that movie, it's like I want a magic carpet.
Well, what if you fall off of the magic carpet though? Pretty much you're dead.
You hold on to the tassels, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you have a sentient magic carpet that doesn't want you to get killed, that's good. I could see that. Wait a minute. 50 meters. Wait, I just had a huge brain fart. That's right. GTO. What? It's half a football field, not 1.5 football fields. I don't know why I multiplied the number of meters by 3. It's actually a meter is a yard, basically. In backwards caveman measurements.
I think
half a football field. Yeah, that's pretty good though. That half a football field is pretty freaking high. Man, I can't believe I made that mathematical error. You see, I'm the type of person that really kicks myself over simple issues like that, errors like that, and for the next 10 years, I'm probably going to be thinking about this randomly and kicking myself. But
oh my god!
Now you guys know
Move on.
why I have so many problems. I'm going to go with fly up to 5 meters because I want the innate ability to fly, even if it's just 15 feet into the air. That sounds really whack now that I think about it. But I really don't
Well, I
care
mean, it
for
makes you
magic
special
carpet.
if you have the power.
Yeah, I mean,
I
somebody
like
can
the
take that
carpet
magic
idea.
carpet from me. They could take that. And if I can fly
I'd like to
15,
see him
5,
try.
yeah, yeah. Just have like an automatic minigun attached to the front of the magic carpet and you'll be good. Instant security. Wow, look at that. 52%. That was almost right down the middle. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Would you rather lose your keys or lose your cell phone? Oh man.
Mm,
What do you
cell phone.
what do you guys think? Gayla, that's a good point. 15 feet definitely clears traffic. So that's a good one. Good point. I don't think I'd want to lose my cell phone. I mean, I would lose my keys because,
Yeah, see, I don't care about the phone.
well, I have my phone is instrumental in my daily life. My keys, I can pop that door open and get some new keys. You know, and I don't have to redo all my sign-ins and passwords and all that stuff. I can change the locks with a couple of bucks. Just pop, just maybe break a window, fix that, and get into my house or wherever I need to go. Even my car, especially if it's car keys. I'd rather lose my car keys or my keys. All right. Let me see.
Oh, I hate that comment. Well, I don't hate it. It's just I hate the fact that people put so much private stuff on their phones that they're afraid to lose them. I mean, I
Well,
don't know.
yeah, I'm
It
definitely in
just
that
seems
that camp.
dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have like nudes or anything on my phone, but there's definitely passwords and information that I really can't. It would be a pain in the butt to actually, reconsolidate all that stuff. And
Yeah.
I hate remembering passwords and remembering stuff like that. So yeah, I'd lose my keys. Yep. Most of the world agrees with me.
Yeah, they did. Everybody's addicted to their phone.
Hmm.
I'm the
Good
minority on that one. Oh well.
good night, Angelica. Yeah, see, Chaos Theory Productions have
I saw
naughty
that
pics
too.
on their phone. Yeah.
Why
Yep.
would okay, honestly, why do you keep that on your phone? I mean,
I don't know. I've never been able to understand why someone would take pictures of themselves and keep it on their own personal phone. Like you send that to someone, sure, but why do you need it
but what are they going to do
to
with
be
it?
there?
I mean,
Well,
that
I
can go anywhere.
I would
That's not what I
assume that
meant.
you'd I'd assume you
But
would use it. I mean, send it to someone that you trust to some extent. I mean,
yeah, but how long are you going to trust them, I mean, things happen.
mm,
And then
yeah,
you got your photo of your whatever.
yep,
So,
yeah. That's the
I don't know.
problem right there. Yeah. Well, if it's not your picks, Chaos Theory, then I wonder what do you care? You must be a very very nice person to be safeguarding someone else's naughty picks with that level of fidelity. I appreciate that about you. Let's see here. Sid is saying the stream is behind. Is anybody else experiencing any delays or anything like that?
A small stutter, but not,
It
it's
might
not
be,
huge.
if I'm not mistaken, in my testing, I discovered it's about 8 second delay between when something's happening on my computer or when I'm speaking to when that actually comes through. Okay, let's see. Would you rather live an average life and be forgotten in time or go down in history for something terrible? Well, I think I'm already doing the blue one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with being forgotten.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to do something terrible just to be remembered. That's ridiculous. Oh yeah, some of these are have really funny comments below them. So whenever if something happens, maybe we can look back down there and see if anything funny is in there. Because I saw a few that were hilarious.
Really? Most people
Yeah.
went for the average life.
Oh yeah, by a landslide, pretty much. Okay, wait a second. Looney Tunes, greetings. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Whoa, Pumpkin Joanne, what are you doing? I thought you were going to bed.
She popped back in.
Okay, I must have missed that. Oh, hey, the more the merrier. Let's go. We got plenty of room in the chat there. Okay. Be muscular with a busted face,
Oh,
or be busty with a gorgeous face? Well,
um,
what's
wait a minute.
okay?
So,
Busty with a gorgeous face doesn't sound like
sure.
a terrible compromise to me. I'm sure
No.
some people probably like being more petite, but I don't know. I I don't want any bigger boobs than I already have, for sure. Um,
Crap. I don't know. This was kind of hard for me.
yeah, yeah. I mean, this one doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. It's for I mean, it's not a very unisex question. It's like the blue one is,
A dude.
yeah, like does any woman want to be extremely muscular and have a busted
Hey,
face?
there
I'm
are
sure
women
some of them do.
weightlifters.
Yeah, I mean, any woman that would take steroids for bodybuilding is probably okay with this, I guess, because the steroids do change their face quite a bit. And then I guess any non bodybuilding person would be more along these lines. Um, I don't know.
Even though I don't completely agree with the red one, I'm going to go with the red one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
Let me
lesser
see
of the
if
two
there's.
evils, I guess.
Mm, yeah, yeah. That's a weird
Because
one.
I'll tell you this right now. As somebody that is not actually small in that area, it's not fun. So,
Oh yeah, I bet. I mean, it's almost like being extremely tall. There's certain sets
yeah.
of limitations and handicaps that you have in life in general that most people who don't have that experience are really not clued into. So yeah, I definitely feel you on that. No pun intended. Let's see here. You can be only one of if you can do only one of these in your lifetime, cure cancer or find true love. Come on.
Me personally, I know I'm never going to cure cancer. So, find true love.
But you have the well, is this saying that it's definitely going to happen?
Better.
Yeah. See, if it's definitely, I mean, if I can sacrifice my romantic happiness for curing cancer forever for everyone,
See, I'm the selfish one, apparently.
yeah,
Everybody's like, cure cancer, cure cancer. There's other people
yeah.
out there that can do that.
Oh, hopefully they get this, and they make the altruistic choice, and you get to, have your dream uh, romantic relationship. I'm curing
Yeah,
cancer though.
watch me find Mr. Right or Mrs. Right or whoever or whatever, and then I get cancer and die.
Oh my gosh, that would be the ultimate karma.
Hmm.
Jeez, I didn't even think of that. That's brilliant. It's
Mm.
poetry, really. All right, let's see. Uh, Reform the
Thank you,
Beatles.
Shadow of Anarchy.
Oh
Ooh,
wow. So okay, so there were a few people that
yeah, nerdy chick. Take out cancer and nature will replace it.
yeah, you know what?
Yep.
That's a pretty harsh reality check right there. I mean, nature is not really our biggest fan right now, so
That, and I mean, another way to look at it, and I'm so sorry for saying this, but because we have AIDS, because we have cancer, because we have other things that we are working so hard to find the cure for, we are actually finding cures and other remedies for numerous other things that we have to deal with.
hmm,
So having our problems actually benefits us in the sense of making us do more to, help out humanity,
yeah,
in a more wider
yeah,
scope of
it
things.
definitely
So
brings people together in a way
I'm
that
not a horrible person.
no, no,
I
I
just want to
got you.
find true love.
Okay, I chose to bring them back to life because I'm definitely not going back to watch Beatles concerts. I wouldn't even. You know what? As a favor to the Beatles fans, I would bring them back to life and have them reform the Beatles, and I would never go see
Yeah,
them.
I don't think I want to go back to 1963.
Hmm. I feel like if I
Yeah.
go back in time, I'll end up erasing my own existence or something, which is not preferable to me.
Sure
Hmm.
that if we could go back in time, if we'd actually end up in this dimension.
Yeah, would you ever be able to come back here?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Would you rather have hair covering your entire body
Or be completely bald.
or be completely bald?
Oh my God. No. What
Hmm.
is that called? The Wolfman syndrome thing,
Oh,
where like you have hair everywhere.
yeah, I know.
That would be,
I can't remember what it's called.
or be
Hmm.
completely bald.
I would definitely.
Oh, will I
Well,
have special powers like powder? Dude, that'd be cool.
that would be cool, but I don't.
Oh, didn't he die in the end though?
I think so.
He was like reabsorbed into like the nature or the earth or something.
I really need to watch that movie again, because
It was a long time ago.
yeah, I don't remember it. Um.
Okay, if I can have special powers, I'll be bald.
All right. Fair enough.
Oh,
But
dude, what's the chick's name in Doctor Strange?
oh,
Tilda Swanson?
the ancient one, Tilda Swinton. Yeah,
Yeah, Swinton. She pulled it off.
yeah, she rocked it. There's a lot of very bald women that can, they pull it off really well. That one of my favorite models on Instagram, Stefania,
Hmm.
this really beautiful. I think she's Australian. She has been seen frequently with a bald head, and it looks dope to me. I like it. But here's the question though. Don't we already have hair covering our entire body?
Yes, we do.
It's just not that long. So I think this is a kind of a loophole right here if we go to this one.
So we just stay the same.
Yeah, pretty much. Either be the same or be completely
But dude,
bald.
I want superpowers. If you're bald, you have superpowers.
All right, let's do it. Hey, look at that, 74% bald with electricity based superpowers and telekinesis. Something like that. I'm it occurs to me that
Also,
I don't even remember what happens in the movie Powder.
it's
Hmm.
horrible. It's so sad. I cry every time I watch it.
Really? I need to watch that again
Yeah,
then. I haven't seen it since it was like
because
coming on TV.
really,
Yeah. Oh my god.
well,
This
I'm
one's
not
crazy.
there yet. Wait. Always what? Oh my God, no. Always run or always crawl.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess run. Be in shape.
Yeah, you'd be
I don't want to
ripped.
always crawl. I mean, what if I need to get away?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm definitely doing always run because nobody
Always
wants to
run.
freaking crawl all over the place. I don't know. Maybe
That's
you
just
know,
creepy anyway.
yeah, that would be extremely creepy. Um, I'm just thinking though, you would also be ripped if you always crawled everywhere. It'd be like doing a bear crawl all the time, which
Ugh.
is hell on your
I don't want to crawl.
deltoids
I don't want to
and
crawl.
your
And I don't want to
pecs.
see anybody crawling at me. Ew.
Yeah, especially if they're in a hurry and they're just crawling really fast, like
Oh, dude.
looks like something out of a
No.
horror movie.
And they've been doing that a lot lately. I've noticed that whole like crab spider crawl at you real fast and jerky. Oh,
Have you seen the movie It?
yes. I just sit and watched it yesterday, or was it the day before?
Yeah, that.
In the last couple of days.
Yeah,
That one where he's coming out of the fridge or whatever.
or the projector. There's a part where he's, the
Oh
projector
yeah, yeah,
screen.
yeah, yeah.
No spoilers or anything. I believe that same exact scene happened in the old movie too, or the TV movie. But he's crawling in
Oh,
that part, and that was crazy. I'm not spoiling anything. Don't worry. Matter of fact, that's the last I'm going to talk about it. It was a good movie though. I liked it, and
mm.
I recommend it if you are into that type of thing.
I was worried I wouldn't like it, and I actually watched the miniseries again
Hmm.
to refresh it in my memory because I hadn't seen it in forever. And I realized that my opinion on the miniseries, the original, has changed a bit over the years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still nostalgic about Tim Curry. I love that man to death. I will love him forever. But the miniseries was actually kind of bad.
So I hear. I've never seen it.
so, so the movie is definitely a step up. It really is.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad I didn't. Well, I don't know. Maybe one of these days, if I have 4 hours to spare, I'll check that mini series out. I don't know. Let's see. Be homeless and hungry, but always loved by your perfect partner. Ah, this is a good one for you.
Ugh.
Or have a
What's next? I
fabulous
have a fabulous
house.
house and amazing food, but never have. No,
Uh huh.
never have loved or been loved. Um, you know what? I'm a creature of comfort. Um, when it comes to like house and food, and yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the red one.
Okay, but before you do that, take a moment
What?
and
Why?
understand that you like having a house and food more than you like curing cancer. Because you chose love over curing cancer.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to be homeless and hungry. so,
But you also get love. So what if
well,
so if what if you got what if somebody gave you that first question and said, "All right, you choose love or cancer, curing cancer." You choose love and then you have to choose from these two after that. So the cancer thing is gone and you're basically not going to be loved either. It's kind of jacked up.
but I'll be comfortable. I'll live vicariously through
Yeah.
rom coms. I'll be good.
Hey, it sounds like a fine existence to me.
Not really, but I don't want to be homeless and hungry.
Okay.
I mean, okay, to be homeless, I mean, that's rough. And you're out there all the time,
Well, I
and you're
mean, it's
always
just like
stinky.
it's
And,
like an extended camping trip if you just got to look at it the right way.
the fun about camping is that you get to go home.
Mhm.
So I'm not really sure
Hmm.
about that one.
All right, let's go to the chat real quick. I guess you could find a job, but I think in this universe you have no choice but to be homeless for the rest of your life. But you will have the perfect partner. Mending Wall said, I would just kill myself."
Wait a
That's
minute. Will my
intense.
partner have a house? Will my partner have food?
Um,
Dude,
if
I'll
they
mooch. That's fine.
if they did, then and they loved you, I'm sure you wouldn't be homeless and hungry. So they're probably just going to be another hobo with you. So you guys are just going to be two, you know, homeless, no dental insurance, no, you know,
Nope, house and food. I'm done. That's good.
no showers, but and everybody still has cancer. Okay, I guess whatever.
Yeah.
Wow, I was not expecting this. I was expecting more of a split. Hmm.
Oh wow,
Let's
that
see.
is pretty close.
Yeah, I mean it's. I was expecting it to be like 50-50. Oh, let me see. Yeah, they're both horrible scenarios, but you're going blue. A says that. And they never said starving, and there are shelters and charities. That is a good point. That is a good point. Hmm.
If you cured cancer, you'd be rich.
Ah,
Maybe.
but you would never find love. Ever. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click this, and then about 8 seconds later, when it shows up, then I'll start talking about it so that you can see it too.
Okay.
All right. You see it?
I've got it.
All right. Have all your limbs cut off by a very dull butter knife, or have to go to every single local WNBA game for the rest of your life. Oh my gosh.
Oh dude.
This is a lot harder than it should be.
I'm not really into sports.
But I like having my limbs.
Yeah, so do I. I guess I can
Whoa.
do it.
Sorry
Doesn't
about
say I
that.
have to watch it. It just says I
Yeah, you
have to
just have to
go.
go there. Yeah, you could be on your phone or your tablet or something while you're there, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go to the game.
And it's
I don't
just
have
the
to follow
local
it.
one.
It's fine.
Wait, do you have a local WNBA team?
Um, dude, I don't know.
I bet you don't. I only know of like 5 teams. So the odds are there's like a probably a
Probably
50%
not.
chance that you
I
don't
don't
have
know.
one. So I'm either way, I'm not getting my limbs sawn off by a butter knife cuz
No, no, no,
I'm
no, no, no.
sure that's not good. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Hmm. Chaos Theory Productions has a pretty good idea. Just watch
I know.
my
I saw that.
videos during the game. Perfect. Yeah, I think everybody's all right. Well, Mending Wall says the WNBA is not that bad. I used to play basketball a lot, and I used to watch basketball a little bit too, and I've never been into the WNBA. I'm not going to comment too much on it because I'm sure those ladies are fine athletes. I know they're very athletic and talented people, but something about the no dunking that has always kind of gotten to me. I don't know.
They what? Wait, they
They
can't
were
dunk?
back in the day. I don't know now. They might have changed it up now, but I've seen a lot of bizarre missed layups and a lot of times where they should have dunked, but they don't. I don't know why.
See, that's just like golf, where the ladies stand, you know, in a different place than the guys do when they tee off.
Really?
I don't like that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
like
wonder.
they're closer to the green than the guys are
Hmm.
because guys can hit the ball further or whatever. I don't know it, but it's stupid. I don't understand why that is.
Hmm. I've never noticed that. I mean, I've never watched golf of any sort, really, but
Go to the golf course.
I feel
There's
like I would have
I
noticed
think
that.
there's either two or three different colored and one is for women, one is for men. I know there's two. I know there's one for women, one for. I used to have a boyfriend that actually worked at a golf course, but it's a stupid rule.
Hmm.
Everybody should, hit the ball from the same place.
Yeah, I agree. Hey guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna put on a little background music. I know I can't hear it, but I think it might be nice to have a little bit going on back there. So you're not just listening to. I'm trying to up the game here. I'm trying to up the quality and experience of these live streams for you guys. Hey Tammy, my
Else is weighing in on the question.
old dear friend. What's that now?
Everybody else is like weighing in on the question already.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I would totally go for the zombie.
Oh yeah. Zombie. I feel like as long as it's not like a 28 days later rage zombie. If it's a shambling zombie.
Even that. I am not doing a shark thing. Nope.
Well, yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You are right.
Yeah. Dude, I've seen Shark Week. That shit sucks.
Yeah. I saw The Shallows starring Blake Lively last night or
I was gonna watch
the
that.
other
Is it
night.
good?
It's pretty good. It was it's kind of one of those, to a certain extent, it was kind of the nail biting
Yes.
type of stuff. Yeah, it was good. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. But that the shark in that movie, and knowing that there's a, and I don't know if I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but one of my greatest fears is having a large creature in water with me, and the shark is one of the worst large creatures that could possibly be in the water with you ever. So that's definitely a no-go.
Here, and I've had it since I was a child. I live in Oklahoma, but I am
Mm-hmm.
deathly afraid of alligators and crocodiles.
Hmm.
Nightmares that I am running from them.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
that reminds me. I put this on Twitter, so anybody who's if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, then please do, because you get the updates on when we do streams like this, and also little tidbits of information that I give out every so often. Like the other day when I hit a vulture in my vehicle,
Oh,
I was
I saw that.
I was driving down this remote road in like Central Florida area, and I see a whole bunch of vultures, like 7 or 8 of them, destroying something on the side of the road. And as I looked down and looked closer, it was about a 7 or 8 foot long alligator. Huge. It was, I mean, like a barrel around, its belly. That's how big it was. It was gigantic. And they're just going to town on this thing.
You're cutting out.
Oh, not sure what's happening. Oh, I think we lost them for a second there.
Yeah.
I wonder what that was.